All right, guys, Coach Cell or Dantes, a lot of you know me, back here with another high school film review, man. Just keep these coming, high school kids. I love seeing these and seeing you guys work. This one is of another local kid from J.P. McCaskey High School here in Pennsylvania. Got my man Johnzell Trowery-Sibley. That's a lot to say, but it sounds like a tight end name. He does play tight end. He also plays outside linebacker. Number 81. So we're gonna check him out. A couple things I always like to preface this. A couple things that I like to see from linebackers, of course, his tackling. Was a treat watching my man Braden before this one. Really good linebacker. And also from the tight end side, I don't just want to see you catch. I want to see you put on some blocks too. I want to see you lead a guy outside and opening a gap for somebody. I want to see how helpful that you are to your tight ends. I want to see if they line you back up at H-back. Playing outside linebacker, of course, you got to stop the run. That's almost your primary. How well that you cover the flats, how well that you command the side of your field. So a lot of these are hypothetical things, but, good technique in tackling, good technique in catching, good technique in blocking, how much you square yourself. So let's go ahead and dig right into the film, man. I'm super excited about this one. I like watching the tight ends, man, and also linebackers. Kind of my favorite to watch on film. All right. Well, first thing out the gate, you're going to go get it. So we got my man lined up right here. Got the wrong tool out. So I think you guys are in a 3-4 defense. Yeah. 3-4 defense here, 2-by-1 set, bad botch snap, and he's going to go get it. Love it. High motor, keep your eye on the ball, covers the ball. We got him lined up. He's a pretty tall kid. What was his height and weight? 6'3", 190. Young Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech right here. Wow. I mean, he really came in and got the tackle in the backfield when you really could have just used all of your height and dove at this guy. But great form tackle, wrapping around the hips. I'm not sure what the running back was trying to do after he got off his break from, or I'm sorry, the quarterback after he got off his break from you. He didn't recognize the blitz pickup from you right there. But noticing, getting in, darting towards the running back. You always like to see this. All right, so it looks like several linebacker snaps here. All right, so it looks like we're gonna get just a basic handoff. You're gonna get upfield, watch him. Damn, clock this guy, right? I will, I know that you've seen pretty fast here, but I know you're navigating through your teammates, and that's probably why you slowed down a little bit. But great play nonetheless. Just keep the motor burning the whole game, and that's where you're gonna have to focus on your off-season conditioning, right? But not a big deal. Came in and make the play. It looks like it was for a loss of yardage. Single backfield here. Noticing that you got a kind of uneven matchup here. He peels to the inside instead of picking you up. Get the handoff. Great job, man. Great job. So it's going to get this inside zone carry, and you're in the backfield. Did you miss the tackle here? Yeah, it's a bad angle, but it looks like you missed the tackle, which is all right. It looks like it's raining and kind of wet outside. But good thing slowing the momentum down. I always like to say, if you get a hand on the player, it's better than not getting a hand on them in the first place. Or maybe that was you that was getting dragged. That was dragging outside with them. All right, we get to see some. So one thing, you've played the left side of the field. You played the right side. On the far side hash here. Make sure you're not getting picked up by the left tackle. And this is great instincts here. No matter what the quarterback does, you know, your primary job is to seek out the ball, not easily confused. You're just going to get up the gap and you're going to bring it back with you. Powerful, man. Powerful, powerful, powerful. I wonder what you know, when you're watching this, what position would you rather play, linebacker or tight end? I know there's a bunch of linebacker snaps here. In the backfield again. So you're moving. The tight end just totally ignores you. It looks like the H-back. And you're going to get up and you're going to know the running back is my guy. Excellent. Excellent, man. So one thing I like is that you're very quick for your size, and that maybe comes from taking a bunch of tight end snaps. You know, whoever filmed this is not doing you any justice, but because you're such a force, and luckily you're wearing a white jersey so we can kind of see what's going on here. You are very quick for your size, man. So, you know, I would just make sure you're focusing on your form tackling. Your footwork's great. It kind of slipped right there a little bit. The foot went up and then back. Set your base. Set your base. Because if you're going to put one foot in front of the other, like you did here, make sure that foot's planted and kind of gives you a little bit of burst. So that's one thing from just this clip, right? I'm not sure how this ended up, but just from this clip, one foot in front of the other, get right on top. Get right on top of yourself here. And it would have gave you kind of a bigger boost to your rush. Nice job pushing that wide receiver off, shedding the tackle, or shedding the block here, coming up and making the tackle. Great job, man. This film is super clean so far. Where's he at? Oh, okay. You're right here on the outside. I thought they had you lined up wide. I was about to say. Good play recognition, getting into the backfield. It's one thing that you're really good at. When you stick with it, you go for it. Remind me a little bit of Dylan Stewart, man, from South Carolina. All right, I just had to talk about this here, man. See, this is probably my favorite play out of what you've done so far. And the reason why is we review a lot of kids that, you know, kind of step outside and then gun for it. Like, let's go back and show you exactly what I mean. So here in this formation, right? You already have a guy that's showing blitz on your team here. You know that it's a single backfield and their H-back is over here. So literally and truly, all you have to do is beat the left tackle. You don't know if this play is coming here, but if anything, like you've been doing, is I got to get to the backfield and try to get in this area to make a play because I'm on the opposite side of the field than the running back. Well, it looks like he's probably in the backfield, not towards the left side. That would probably be a legal formation there, but you know what I'm saying. You got a lot of open space here, so you got to make it count in a one-on-one matchup. The one thing that you do, you already have a guy that's showing blitz here. You know that this is the area that you have to cover in the flat. Possibly your safety is going to come up and have to help you tackle if you know, coming down in this area just in case you miss it. The reason why this is such a good play is you wait and you anticipate. A lot of guys will step up and get blocked here, right? And our saying was always, don't let a defender get a hand on you because he's going to feel like he's got an advantage over you, right? You kind of step up, you stop, and you evaluate the play, and then you dart in. So it's something to be said about a guy that looks inside, knows that he's trying to read the play on the run, and you can still get a tackle for loss, but you got to dart there on the ball. That's what made this so good. You're looking in the inside to see if the inside zone, you know, you already got your teammate getting picked up here. So probably your intention was either I got to get here or I got to stick down in this zone right here. And you stayed patient and you still got a tackle for a loss, it looks like. This is one of my favorite plays that I've ever seen on high school films so far. That seemed like a collegiate level play. All right, got you lined up here. Again, you got to beat your wide receiver. Moving inside. I don't even know why they run inside zone with you, man. Inside zone is crazy. Again, see that you got a receiver here. You got to get to the ball. Get to the ball. Scoop up. Another scoop up off a botch snap. You're already there. Eye on the ball. Okay, so got you right here. Got it. Helping you guys get a line. Nice. Secure your gap. Move up. Sack on the quarterback. This is good stuff, man. All right, man. So some really good stuff out of you, Johnzell. I mean, literally and truly, just like all the other kids that review their film, some of you guys have the size, some of you guys have the speed, and other things that you have to work on. Great tackling technique. One thing that I like about you, out of a lot of players that I've already reviewed, is how instinctual you are to the ball. Always keeping your eye on the ball, knowing not to overextend. Again, as a defender, and the collegiate level and then the pro level especially, if those offensive linemen get a hand on you, it's pretty much a game over unless you're really good at block shedding. And the way that you're staying patient and waiting for the play to develop before you dart in, you know you got the second level speed and you're getting there. You're an athletic freak, man. Again, this is one of my favorite films this year that I've watched from a high school guy. I think that you got it. I watched a couple more plays that you had throughout, but just from your highlights that I've seen so far, you got all the intangibles in the world to be a great player. The one thing that I would focus on for you is making sure when you have that first step, making sure that you're not anticipating the front step, because as soon as you go flat footed in the ground, you're not going to be able to get around that tackle as fast as you wanted to. So I know you're ready to get there, but you know what we always used to teach our players is if you're going to get that front step going, if you're right foot dominant, left foot in front, right foot in the back, and when you're ready to go, motor up, get that right foot in the dirt and push off. A guy that I would tell, and I always like to do this too, a guy that I would tell you to watch more film on who's really, really good at this. It's a guy that I evaluated at the Senior Bowl. I knew he was going to be a top player, and he got drafted to the LA Rams and helping them out. His name is Byron Young out of Tennessee. You know, he's been with the Rams for 2 years, almost won Rookie of the Year or Defensive Rookie of the Year last year. He had the numbers to do so. I will look at somebody like him and, you know, learn how he kind of gets off of his first step too. You know, he's always in a very good stance, has a really good base just in case he gets thrown off or chipped from a left tackle or a tight end. And watch how he dips his shoulder to get around that tight end if they're 11 or 12 personnel, to get around them too. So, you know, Byron Young, watch out for him. Dylan Stewart right now, your body type just reminds me of a Dylan Stewart and how he's able to maneuver and how fast he gets to the ball. But you don't let tackles go too much. Great tackling technique, wrapping around the hips, stopping them in position. And for whatever reason, you're so instinctual to get in the backfield. It's amazing. But, you know, thanks everybody for watching this. Give this a thumbs up for my man Johnzell, man, doing this thing out there, JP McCaskey. And if you want your film review, please hit me up in the DMs on X, Instagram, ECG_FB. Also check us out, eastcoastgridiron.net. Thank you everybody for watching. Have a good rest of your day.